Apparently there was a problem with the last video I recorded, so I am re-recording your video. Sorry about that. This week, you'll be reading Chapter 4 of the Bedford Researcher. In addition to reading Chapter 4, you'll also complete my research project, Note Connections Among Sources, found on page 85 as your journal. You'll also read The Call of the Wild, Chapter 3, and participate in a discussion about critical questions regarding that chapter. Your research prospectus will be due the end of this week, which is actually a very long week thanks to spring break. It's due on March 29th by 11:59 p.m. Finally, you'll need to complete the research module, correct paraphrasing, and summary. So this week, the critical discussion will be about Chapter 3 of The Call of the Wild by Jack London. It's called The Dominant Primordial Beast. Describe Spitz's character using examples from the chapter to support your answer. How do Francois and Perrault display their true natures in this chapter? Give specific examples to support your answer. How does Buck begin to undermine Spitz's authority in this chapter? What were the effects of Buck's actions? What does this say about Buck's transformation from a Southland dog? In the following quotation, what does London mean by the dominant primordial beast? A pause seemed to fall. Every animal was motionless as though turned to stone. Only Spitz quivered and bristled as he staggered back and forth, snarling with horrible menace, as though to frighten off impending death. Then Buck sprang in and out, but while he was in, shoulder had at last squarely met shoulder. The dark circle became a dot on the moon-flooded snow as Spitz disappeared from view. Buck stood and looked on, the successful champion, the dominant primordial beast who had made his kill and found it good. What traits have helped Buck thrive in his new world? Of them, which do you think is the most important and why? Research the symptoms of rabies and the disease treatments during the time of the Yukon Gold Rush. What would an outbreak of rabies mean to the dogs and the trappers? Remember, you need to post your own post by Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday at 11:59 p.m. Please also respond to at least 3 of your peers by Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. So this week, you're going to continue to work on your research prospectus, which will be due at the end of this long week. This is the research prospectus assignment. There will be a folder posted, an assignment posted, where you will upload the document, your MLA formatted document. Remember, there's a sample document found on pages 60 to 63 in the Bedford Researcher. Your prospectus should be at least 4 pages long, and it needs to contain all of the elements found on this page. This week for your research journal, you're going to be looking at how to make connections amongst your sources, and this will help you as you create your research prospectus. So when you create the last page of your research prospectus, which will be your bibliography, where you'll create citations for each source. And when you choose these sources, remember, choose sources you really want to work with, and you can't use anything like the portable Jack London or something we've read for this class. You want to find things at the library. These need to be authored texts that you found, and you'll need to spend some time at the library to really find some good text. Doing this research will help you annotate these citations. So you'll write who wrote the text. So make sure you look up who these people are and how they're talking about the issue that you're going to be talking about. Finally, you're going to complete the research module, paraphrasing, and summary.